Welcome to Thunderpunk Radio. I am here with Eric, co-owner, family-owned business of We One Tactical. And also, this was like your whole idea and everything.
That's correct, Paul.
So there's always this question, when is the right time to introduce your children to firearms? When is the right time to start training, doing firearms education? And it's a different answer for everyone. The right answer is when they're ready. The issue is there's not a lot of products available for children. We have the crickets. I got some family members' crickets. I wish I would have gotten the Savages. I think they're maybe a little bit better. A lot of people love the crickets. I like the Savages. But there's not a lot of firearms that mimic full-size adult firearms, but still have the safety features and the weight and the balance that young people can handle and the safety features. So tell me about your product.
Yeah, so what we have here is a JR-15. This one is shown in a full-length barrel threaded on the end so you can shoot it with a suppressor. So what we got is...
Now, real quick, before we jump into this, because about half my audience is people like you and me, shooters. The other half are like homesteaders or people that are just getting into shooting. So this is modeled after the black rifle. And one of the reasons it's scary is because it's a black rifle that looks tactical and tactical. So, man, it's just so light. They're so light.
2.5 pounds. The one you're holding right there, Paul, is 2.5 pounds. So the reason why it's so light is control breeds confidence.
Right.
So what we noticed about an AR is that it's front heavy. When a smaller shooter holds a rifle that's front heavy, it tends to dip down.
Right.
As soon as you lose control, you lose confidence.
And
that's really important.
And before we jump into like all the cool features with this, I want to point out one of the reasons that you're modeling this after the AR is this is America's rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle. For those that don't know, it's not stand for assault rifle or assault weapon or any of that. It's literally just Armalite was the first company that produced them.
When you say it's America's rifle, Paul, you're right. There's 47% of rifles sold in America now look like this, just 20% bigger.
And it's because they're so modular. You can use it for pretty much anything. You want to go plinking or shoot rabbits, 22 long rifle. You just change out a bolt. That's it. You want to be able to take down a grizzly bear, 450 Bushmaster, 458 SOCOM. You got to change a few more parts, but you can use the same basic firearm. So it would make sense to introduce young people to a firearm that mimics the most popular rifle in the United States and one of the most popular rifles in the world.
They can bring that control and safety all the way through to the next level.
Right. So I just wanted to talk to the people first because some people, when they see this, like, oh my gosh, that's for kids. I'm like, well, let's explain why. Because the adult version is literally, and you can get it any shape, size, color, hunting, home defense. Competition is huge. Like, some people shy away from modern sporting rifle. I love that term because that's literally what it's used for 90% of the time in the United States.
It's the perfect description.
So
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about yours.
All right, so this one is basically scaled down 20% from a full-size weapon. It's only a 22 long rifle, so it's a sub-caliber. It's less
rim fire,
less expensive to shoot, less expensive to own, all that good stuff. It's about half the weight. Like we said, it's 2.5 pounds.
And 22 long rifle is often allowed in indoor ranges where they only allow pistol calibers. So it's another option.
Absolutely. So you can shoot it anywhere. Range is less effective too, so it doesn't go out as far. So what we have here, so I did mention that it's 20% smaller. Mm-hmm. The only things that are full size in this gun is the rail and the M-lock. Okay. And that's so you can use some accessories that are laying around,
Awesome.
Whoever has accessories in the house, you can grab those and use them. The gun ships with a single round and a 5-round magazine. Why a single round? Single round's important because you like to get that muscle memory up. You want to start out with a single round to teach younger shooters safer.
So it essentially turns this rifle into a single shot rifle.
That's correct. So the other thing we did is we developed a patented safety. Safety right now is unsafe. You can try it, but you probably won't be able to.
No, I can't. I'm a pretty big, strong dude, and I can't.
You got strong hands, I can tell. So now, roll it over. Pull that knob out.
So I got to pull it up.
Pull it up and rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise.
I had to do it like twice.
Yeah.
So I also have to keep telling myself I don't have to shout because I have these fancy microphones.
Yeah,
here.
right.
And then I got to pull it up again to get it in there.
There you go. Rotate it. Now take a look.
Is it in all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now you look at
okay.
Fire. Go back, it snaps back in. So every time someone puts that gun into safe, it will need strength and dexterity to take it out of the safe mode.
Cool. Now, is there a way just to keep it so the kids can manipulate it, or you need it every single time?
every single time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So tell me a little bit more about it.
So
the barrel is a really interesting feature on this thing too.
This barrel is full length.
Okay.
Full length and threaded to accept a suppressor.
Which, using a suppressor, folks, when you're teaching kids, also instills confidence because, yeah, you still want to use hearing protection when you're using suppressors. With 22, it's a little more easy to go, but it's just not as loud, as annoying. It's not as scary.
Right, absolutely. So what we got here is a lighter weight model. This barrel cuts off about here. It's about a 7.5-inch barrel, and we have welded on a stainless steel tube to make up the 16 inches, so it is a rifle size.
Now, why did you do that? Explain. Which I love the idea, but explain for our audience.
All right. Yeah. So the reason for the lightweight is because control breeds confidence. So, like I was telling you before, when you have a regular AR, they're very front heavy because the barrels are heavy. It's the heaviest part of the gun, and you get this kind of motion when you hand it to a smaller shooter. It kind of dips down in the front. As soon as you lose control of a gun, your confidence is shattered. This gun breeds confidence. So when you're teaching somebody, you want them to have confidence. It's really important.
So, and just being able to control your firearm leads to safety, So anything else you want to talk about here?
I mean, our tagline is obvious. It's safety, education, and tradition. That's what we developed this rifle for. We're very serious about, taking our love for shooting, sports, and hunting to the next generation.
Awesome. So now this is the most popular rifle in the United States. It's one of the most popular rifles in the world, but you are going to be releasing in about maybe a year and a half, one of the most popular rifles in the whole world. You want to talk briefly about that? We'll insert some shots of that.
Sure. We've got a little teaser of a rifle similar sized and with similar features that looks a little bit more AK-ish. The model number for that will be the JR-15.
So, folks, I understand this might not be for everyone, but if you look at it from the aspect of this is the most popular rifle and the most modular rifle in the United States, you can literally use it for anything. Personal defense. A lot of people don't realize that .223 is actually a great home defense caliber because it loses energy faster penetrating drywall than your standard buckshot. And everybody says, oh, use a shotgun for home defense. Smaller learning curve, easier to. One of the reasons police officers, a lot of them switch to rifles, or specifically the AR platform, is female officers had a harder time adjusting to the recoil of the 12 gauge. So this with its buffer tube assembly. So it's the most popular adaptable rifle in the United States. So now you have a younger person's version that gives parents control with safety, and that's easy to use. And of course, you want to keep it in the parent safe, and all the safety things that your family want to employ. But I just think it's great having this tool in your toolbox for teaching safety.
So, lower caliber 22 long rifle has been used for generations at this point. Have been taught on 22 long
And as far as the color, I spray paint my guns, so you could spray paint it and rattle can it. Are you guys doing any other options, or is it going to be available?
There probably will be some color options coming.
All right, sounds great, man. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, folks, really want to hear your comments for sure. Good, bad, whatever. Leave it. Just make fun of me. I don't care, especially if it's funny. I want to hear it. Leave a comment down below if you like the video. I hate having to ask, but it's good to remind people, and it really helps our algorithm. Would appreciate if you subscribe. If you don't do any of that stuff, at least do push-ups. Make sure you get your push-ups in today. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Do your push-ups.